Welcome to Monday's Mental Mistakes. This week we're looking at the IKEA effect. Here's a simple example. Here are some storage boxes from IKEA. They come flat packed in pairs, require some assembly, and normally cost about $10 for two. Suppose I give you one to assemble, which you do with little difficulty. Then I give you the option of having either the one that you put together, or one that has already been assembled. Which one would you prefer? If you'd prefer the one that you made, then congratulations. You suffer from the IKEA effect, like the rest of us. There are, of course, several possible factors, but research has shown that we tend to overvalue those items that we have personally built or assembled over identical ones that are pre-assembled, even if they were built by experts. This preference for the fruits of our own labour is the IKEA effect. The IKEA effect is the tendency to overvalue items that we have constructed ourselves. That is, we tend to value items that we have contributed effort to, even if the quality is lower. The IKEA effect makes us more likely to feel positively about projects that we've been directly involved in. At the same time, we're unlikely to overvalue other people's projects. The principal way to counter the IKEA effect is to foster a feeling of competence through other means. Research has shown that the IKEA effect is strongest when we have low feelings of competence, and improving this can reduce or eliminate the IKEA effect altogether. So positive affirmations, or reflecting on our positive qualities, can enable us to see our amateur construction efforts for what they are. The IKEA effect is not to be confused with other effects that cause us to prefer items that we consider ours. For example, being able to customize consumer goods has been shown to lead us to overvalue them, and simply being in contact with a possession also leads us to feel positively towards it. However, the IKEA effect occurs even with boring, non-customized products, like the storage box example, and even when you've only been briefly exposed to them. Research has also shown that the IKEA effect prevents us from objectively estimating the value of such items, leading us to mispredict that others will value them as highly as we do. For example, in one study, participants judged their own amateurish origami constructions as equal in value to ones made by experts, and expected others to pay as much for either. This suggests that we are likely to be unaware of how unattractive our customizations may be for potential purchasers when it comes to selling items like houses or cars. The research on the IKEA effect is all quite recent, having only occurred in the last few years. So far, none has extended beyond the physical construction of items. However, it is speculated that this effect could also occur in the context of less tangible things like projects. That is, it's possible that being directly involved in a project may lead us to overvalue the results of that project. For example, the IKEA effect may cause managers to persist with failed strategies that they have devised themselves, or investors to hold failing portfolios that they have carefully selected. However, at this stage, it's far from certain that this particular bias is responsible for both effects. In conclusion, the IKEA effect is the tendency to overvalue items that we have constructed ourselves. Until next week, may your mental mistakes be minor.